A family dinner. My dad announced, "We're selling the family business. You're getting nothing." My siblings laughed. I smiled. "Dad, who's the buyer?" He proudly said, "Summit Ventures. They're paying $60 million. I chuckled. "Dad, I am Summit Ventures." The room went silent. My name is Elena Wright, 34 years old and the overlooked second child of the Wright manufacturing empire. Arriving at our Chicago estate for the family dinner, I noticed Dad scrolling his phone obsessively, murmuring to Mom with unusual thrill. Little did they know, under my modest gray blouse, pulsed the ambition of someone they had severely undervalued. The revelation Dad was about to unleash at the table would reshape our family forever, but not as he envisioned. If you're tuning in from a family inheritance drama, leave a comment below and subscribe to discover how I transformed my father's rejection into the ultimate triumph that redefined our legacy. I grew up in Lakeview, one of Chicago's elite neighborhoods, in a vast Victorian home with 7 bedrooms, a private gym, and grounds that demanded 4 landscapers. On the surface, we were the epitome of Midwestern prosperity. My grandfather, Thomas Wright, founded Wright Industrial Tools in his basement in 1975 with just a borrowed welder and a groundbreaking concept for automated assembly tools. He turned it into a local giant before my father, Victor Wright, assumed control in 1992. Dad grew the firm boldly. Under his guidance, Wright Tools expanded from an $8 million operation to a $60 million powerhouse with over 250 staff and distributors nationwide. Every family meal, vacation, or gathering turned into a toast to his entrepreneurial brilliance. The Wright name symbolized achievement in Chicago's industrial scene, and Dad ensured we all remembered it, particularly his offspring. There were 3 Wright heirs. My older sister, Lila, 39, was the favored one. Despite lacking any real business talent, she studied fashion, socialized through university, yet Dad gifted her a director role right after commencement. Lila spent more hours shopping or with her string of boyfriends than at headquarters. But Dad stayed convinced she was the rightful successor. Then came me, Elena, always in the shadow at 34. Unlike my siblings, I inherited grandfather's knack for innovation. I learned engineering basics at 11 and designed my first prototype at 16. I pursued mechanical engineering and management at Stanford, graduated magna cum laude, and offered real ideas to update the firm. But Dad always overlooked me in strategy talks, as if I didn't exist. My younger brother, Theo, 30, completed the group. He used our family prestige to launch a fitness influencer career with millions of fans adoring his curated views of upscale urban life. He had no interest in tools or operations but constantly boasted about being a Wright Tools heir without adding value. Mom, Sophia, hailed from established Chicago wealth and handled disputes like all refined Gold Coast matrons, by pretending they didn't happen and sipping another martini. She acted as mediator but enabled Dad's flaws, especially his disregard for my expertise. Victor, perhaps hear Elena's suggestion, she'd sometimes propose over meals, only to retreat when Dad glared. "Sophia, please. We're talking real operations here," he'd reply before resuming chat with Lila about spas or luxury cars or any non-business distraction. Family events revolved around company discussions that excluded me. Dad and Lila would lead with sector lingo and private quips while I sat mute, grasping the mechanics and trends better than them. If I interjected, Dad would grin patronizingly. "That's cute, Elena. But let those who grasp reality handle business." The tipping point hit at 24. Fresh from Stanford with distinction, I'd created an AI-driven efficiency system that could transform our production lines ahead of rivals. I devoted weeks to a full proposal, market study, and specs. Dad reluctantly allowed a pitch at a board session, ostensibly out of courtesy. I recall entering that oak-lined conference room, tablet and slides ready, pulse racing with anxiety and hope. The board, all men in their 60s who'd been Dad's allies for years, observed with courteous detachment as I hooked up my device. 15 minutes in, Dad glanced at his watch, exhaled dramatically, and halted me. "Enough scene," he stated with a forced grin. "Elena's darling. This is inventive, but utterly unfeasible for a solid outfit like ours. Clients seek reliability, not risky innovations." He shrugged apologetically to the board. "My girl's fresh from school, brimming with theoretical notions. Let's proceed to genuine matters." The shame seared as I gathered my items amid their snickers, as though I'd vanished. That evening, I resolved to alter all. I'd flee Chicago and the family firm. I'd forge my path, so triumphant even Dad couldn't ignore it. I relocated to Seattle with $6,000 saved and zilch more. Parents figured it a fleeting rebellion. They humored it condescendingly. "She'll return broke," I overheard Dad tell Mom during sparse calls. Early days were harsh. My cramped loft in a sketchy area ate most of my budget. I lived on instant soup and energy drinks, grinding 90-hour weeks, starting with junior design gigs, then freelance engineering. Every cent spared fueled my venture. I launched Summit Ventures under alias Eva Reed. The initials echoed Elena Victoria, but no one knew. I craved success untied from right. Began modest, crafting bespoke automation for emerging firms, plowing back gains. By year 4, 15 staff and a proper space in Belltown. The leap arrived with my patented smart manufacturing hub linking old machinery to IoT networks. Ironically akin to my spurned pitch, investors pursued, but I kept control, steering my fate. Next 8 years, I smartly bought complementary firms. Summit Ventures hit $250 million value with branches in 4 states. I upheld my alias in dealings. In industry, Eva Reed was a sharp, elusive creator who shunned spotlights. For rare events, I'd alter look subtly and let my VP speak. Family stayed clueless of my wins. In holiday chats or visits, I vague answered, saying work's fine or sorting life. Dad never dug deeper, deeming my path trivial. This fit as I molded Summit to stun them. Unbeknownst, last 2 years I'd bought stakes in Right Tools' vital partners and buyers. I analyzed reports, spotted flaws, set Summit as ideal acquirer to elevate Right Tools. 8 months back, my VP sent anonymous buyout via intermediary. Dad dismissed hastily. Now, 10 years post-board humiliation, I headed home for dinner with a scheme to shift all. Right Tools faltered with obsolete methods and shrinking shares. Dad didn't realize I'd be his doom and redeemer. Week before dinner, in my Skyline View office over Puget Sound, I sealed docs for life's biggest transaction. Assistant entered with itinerary. Your charter flight's set for Monday at 10 a.m., she noted, dropping the file. Sure no team to Chicago for close? I declined. Personal. Solo handle. Post-exit. Phone buzzed. It was Sophia, best pal from lean times sharing walls in tiny lofts. Really doing this family dinner facade? She queried straight. After all they inflicted, after years sparse contact, I exhaled, swiveling to view. Must witness in person. Sophia, see his reaction. Recall last Easter fiasco, she cautioned. Dad toasted Lila's elevation to senior director as you hid your Series A raise. You flew back to Washington mute for weeks. Memory bit. Dad saluted Right Tools' future, eyeing my sister, hungover from prior, adding naught to planning. This'll differ. I vowed. All shifts this dinner. Evening packed, selecting attire to declare. Ditched family-linked casuals. Packed tailored suits, a Dior gown for meal, Gucci pumps, Wealth's quiet markers pros spot. A Cartier timepiece, a Hermes tote, modest sapphire studs from Cartier. Subtle, yet undeniably luxe. After downplaying wins family-wise, I sought pre-reveal hints. Monday morn, boarded seldom-used charter, favoring economy despite riches. Trip merited splurge. In 6-hour flight, rechecked agreement, flawless. Irony hit. Years coach to Chicago, munching pretzels and middles, built realm now styling arrival. Plane touched private strip near Chicago. A sleek Mercedes idled, rare treat for occasion. Driving known streets to Lakeview, nostalgia mixed resolve solidified. Right estate unchanged. Grand Victorian design, pristine lawns lightly frosted in autumn chill, garland on door for season. Driver wait, deep breath, ascended familiar steps. Mom opened herself, eager past maid. Eyes widened at my look. Elena, dear, she hugged, scent of fine cologne and afternoon gin. You seem changed. Is that Cartier? Actually, yes, I hugged back. Nice seeing you, Mom. She guided in, babbling dinner prep and Theo's fresh TikTok hit. I nodded, placing bag in vast entry with curving stairs and diamond chandelier. Home bittersweet with tangled recalls. Dad's in den, Mom noted. Busy with major packed. Hush even from me. I grinned. Greet pre-settle. Dad's den ever semi-off limits, manly haven of walnut, leather, trade mags. Knocked once, entered unbidden, tiny rebellion. He glanced up, specs on nose, surprised to faint boredom. Elena. Arrived. Rose for quick stiff embrace, waved to seat opposite desk. Flight from Washington smooth. Very, I said, skipping seat. Chartered. Efficient. Brief puzzlement. Chartered. Costly. Shrugged. Work thrives. Phone rang, excuse, vital. Turned for call. Glimpsed desk docs. There, Summit Ventures bid with my firm emblem bold. Pulse quickened, composure held as he rapped. APALs, he rushed, filing papers. Huge firm developments. You'd not grasp. Old slight slid off. Sure, Dad. Resume. Exited den, up to old room, mom's teen relic. Science fair wins, engineering honors, Stanford banners dusted walls, overlooked feats by sought approver. Refreshed. Down found Lila in parlor, gin at 2 p.m. Dad's build and poise, but indulgence rounded her. Prodigal sis back, she toasted mock. Still tinkering gadgets in Washington. Sort of, tight smile. Your tiny venture profitable? Condescension homely. Pre-reply, Theo burst. Phone angled for entry vid. Elena's here, folks. Reunion vibes, he broadcast pre-cheek pecs. You look pricey, bro snagged rich date? No, hard graft, stepped from frame. Lila's new beau, Theo whispered. Filming. Zoe, 25, pro Pilates coach. Cue slim brunette in luxe athleisure accenting form. Lila pulled her close proudly. Zoe, my bro Elena. Washington-based, does tech things. Vague dismiss of decade feats. OMG, love Washington. Hiking's epic. Awkward chat cut by Dad's loud den voice. Muffled words. Thrilled pitch echoed. Yes, definitely. Day post-dinner. 60 million final. Summit Ventures firm on terms. Excuse to kitchen. Solo needed. Staff ever kinder than kin. Rosa, 18-year housekeeper. Prepped sides. Miss Elena. Warm smile. Good see. Washington suits. Thanks. Rosa. Aide. Shook head. Mom demands perfection tomorrow. Big Eve says. Dad's update. Nodded. Staff new sale pre-kids? Gathered. Pre-meal cocktails torturous. Mom buzzed fake joy. Dad phoned every 5 minutes. Lila boasted new condo. Theo snapped all for fans. Sipped scotch slow, viewing dynamics fresh. No more wounded kid craving nod, but thriving exec set to flip script. Meal ready. Mom herded to elegant diner, generation's holiday spot. Deep inhale, followed, knowing post-dessert all altered. Right family dinners ever formal. Huge walnut table shone under crystal light, set with heirloom porcelain for occasions. Silver candelabras with white pillars glowed on fall display mom sourced from top designer. Amused, seated table's end, farthest from Dad's head. Classic. Lila at Dad's right with Zoe beside. Theo left. Mom opposite end with me, symbolically distanced from business core by wood span. Rosa and Cook served courses, pumpkin bisque with yogurt swirl, autumn greens with glazed pecans and berries. Lastly, roast beef, 30-pound prime cut seared perfect, with classic accompaniments. Dad sliced ceremonially as Theo vlogged, narrating. Here's Pop slicing roast like Grandpa, upholding right tradition of top-tier everything. Caught Mom cringe at Theo's show pre-big gin sip. My tally, her 5th since arrival. Plates full, Dad lifted glass for right thanks custom. Once sincere, now brag contest. Lila first as eldest. Grateful for stellar quarter at Right Tools though research showed 4th straight share drop. And my new penthouse, right pinnacle, squeezed Zoe's hand, and fresh starts with this wonder. Zoe tittered, pecked cheek as Theo faked wretch unseen. Theo next, phone gripped. So grateful hitting 2 million subs. My collab with Elite Fit Gear rocks, proud as right repping our label globally. Beamed at Dad who approved though griped her shallow path privately. My go, set knife, spoke clear. Grateful life's teachings. Rejection sometimes guides right, drive beats privilege, success teaches best. Toasted own path. Dad furrowed, sensing edge, but shifted to his legacy-centric thanks. Mom generic on kin and wellness, words blurred. Meal through, Dad distracted, phone under table, whispers to Mom whose grin tensed. Lila led tales of wowed partners. Theo interjected fan reactions to dinner stream. As Rosa served apple and walnut tarts, Dad clinked knife on goblet, ping slicing chat. Announcement, he rose commanding as ever, impacts all. Table hushed. Theo even paused phone. You know I devoted life making right tools sector leader. But evolution calls, change time. Paused theatric. Selling firm. Lila coughed on wine. What? Dad, serious. Hand up quiet. Months negotiating keen buyer. Close tomorrow. Theo gasped dramatic. But Pop, right heritage? My brand's right tools heir. Leads to part 2. Dad stone-faced. Sale funds won't inherit to you kids. Now Lila and Theo exploded. Our right. Lila banged table. China shook. Meaning? Theo wailed. Streaming drama. Funds where? Dad waited storm pass. Mom and I take some retirement. Rest founds Wright Institute, charity for engineering learning. This Lila Rose read. Gave 12 years. Promised mine. Us all. Theo teared. Phone angled for best sob view. Chaos amid, stayed calm, nibbling tart deliberate. Mom noted poise, quizzed soft. Elena, unsurprised? Table quieted, eyes on me sudden. Actually, set fork precise. One query. Dad. Buyer who? Dad swelled pride. Info we lacked. Top manufacturing fund Summit Ventures. $60 million generous amid challenges. Sipped tea, bracing next. Room electric, moment hung past future. Dad, voice steady. I am Summit Ventures. Silence total. Heard hall clock tick disbelief seconds. No stir. Air thick. Watched Dad's face. Confuse, deny, stun, anger spark. Lila reacted first, spilling gin rising sharp. What nonsense? Demanded, eyeing Dad me panic. Theo still vlogging, hands tremble on epic content. OMG, he whispered phone. Bro says owns Summit Ventures, buying our legacy. Mom grabbed gin glass empty, took bottle. Rose slow, calm from long secret. Eva Reed. Said Elena Victoria Reed. Name used pro-decade building Summit Ventures $250 million. Dad voiced. Absurd. Spluttered. Summit Ventures led by Eva Reed, esteemed innovator. Not daughter dabbling Ventures Washington. Pulled purse, sleek titanium card case Summit Ventures etched. Slid card table. Actually, Dad, am Eva Reed. Founded Summit Ventures 10 years post dismissing proposal, shaming pre-board. Dad grabbed card, stared transform hopeful. Joke. Voice waned. Summit Ventures controls stakes in Apex Machinery, Flow Systems, Core Fab Industries. Named Wright Tools top suppliers. Also nabbed Major holds your key customers, Harlan Production, Eastport Logistics. Wright Tools by CAP's 2-year strategy. Spying business. Lila accused. Face rage twisted. Corporate sabotage. No. Lila. Market intel. All Wright Tools info from public filings, sector reviews, legal means. Back Dad. Truth. Wright Tools failing years. Methods antique. Practices outdated. Lost 25% share past 4 years. How dare. Dad started, cut off. Tried aid first. 8 months back, Summit Ventures anonymous alliance bid kept right name, gave funds / upgrades needed. Rejected unread past intro. Dad eyes recognition. Falcon bid. You. Nodded. Chance accept aid unknown from me. Pride blocked. So plotted versus kin, Lila yelled. Steal firm, not steal Lila legal buy. $60 million, over market worth frankly. Voice even storm inside. Clear, firm ceased family day Dad showed one kid's sole role. Despite kids zero quals or mechanics care, Theo dropped phone, reality hit. So boss us now? Small voice. Technically yes. Management overhaul though. Dad rose sudden, chair scrape loud wood. Deal off, declared. Won't sell daughter revenge scheme. Shook head. Contracts signed, Dad. Board okayed. Release tomorrow 10 a.m. Central. Legally, Summit Ventures owns Wright Tools. Fight, threatened, eyes doubt new outplayed. Lawyers will. Yours vetted deep. Interrupted soft. Advised best market bid. What say now upset genius CEO your daughter. Mom spoke first post reveal. Words fuzzy gaze sharp. Years Elena, building while we thought. Thought failing, finished. Yes. Dad banged table. Choose now, Elena. Daughter or firm taker. Not both. Ultimatum predictable, saddened. Decade ago crushed. Now affirmed known. Wrong, Dad. Quiet. AM both. Always. You refused see. Theo cried real. Liner streaking cheeks. Us, funds, roles? Depends, honest. Want work firm or just perks? Lila finger accusing. Planned dinner deliberate. Humiliate family? Planned dinner all here. Corrected. And 10 years back dinner, Dad promoted you director despite no quals while said Stanford degree, 4 years designing insufficient entry role. Dad flushed recall. Different. Lila my daughter, eldest. There. Soft. Real bar chance. Not ideas, schooling, ethic, gender. Truth hushed room. Lila uneasy even. Talk done. Dad declared. Out all. Need lawyers. Stormed diner. Den slam echoed house. Mom stood shaky. Check him, murmured, paused chair. Really $250 million? Nodded. And Christmases skipped said ticket unaffordable. Ran firm, mom, needed under 8. Touched arm brief, face unread, trailed dad. Diner cleared, stayed seated, eyeing abandoned feast. Roast cooled, lights dim. Family once craved impress scattered shock rage. Should victory. Instead hollow hurt chest realized attention won, understanding distant. Withdrew childhood room as house chaotic below. Floor through, dad yelled phone lawyers presume. Mom's soothing countered. Lila's fury joined occasional. Theo's wails dramatic. Old room time capsule. Self I was, double bed green cover, desk endless designing dreaming hours. Shelves mechanics texts few sci-fi escapes. Fair winds, academic medals dusted, feats unimpressed by sought validator. Fingered old notebook spines, pulled random. Inside detailed designs, process sketches, notes very smart hub became Summit's core offering. Irony everything built started here, room felt most unseen. Sharp knock broke thoughts. Open find Lila, blouse loose face flushed anger / booze maybe both. Talk need, pushed in uninvited. Closed door, leaned crossed arms. What, Lila? Ruined dinner? Or inherit firm you sank? Think clever? Hissed, paced tight like trapped. Little Elena Gadget's secret alias. Enjoy deceive years? Much you credit my concepts even. Recall suggested right tools IoT shift 7 years Easter meal? Dad called fadbuzz, but 4 months later you pitched identical your vision. Lila halted pace, face dark. I stayed. Put time firm while you fled Washington Point prove. Time yes, contribute what, Lila? Beyond firm card charges client spas luxury suites, office naps post parties. Face fury twisted. No not. Landed Eastport deal. Eastport approached right tools cause I as Eva Reed contacted COO, suggested services long-term by plan. Informed. And no exact cause audited firm remote year due diligence, including finances thought local only. Color gone face. Saying. No $400,000 skimmed fake supplier, Lila. No ghost advisory payments your hidden Cayman. No all. Stepped threatening. Prove none. Have transfers, accounts, logs falsies from your desk PC days solo building. Gazed steady. Not pursuing charges, Lila. Harm firm shift, but don't push. You whispered, fists tight sides. Destroy own sister. Hold thief kin accountable. Corrected. Difference. Tense quiet till turned. Not over, warned, door yanked. Actually is, to back. Not realize yet. Door barely shut another knock. Theo, makeup fixed despite tear marks. So secret billionaire, entered sans preamble, sat bed. Kinda epic. Laughed her flip. That 10 minutes back? Wailed lose air vibe. Shrugged, nails check. Adaptable. Key influencer survival. Looked calculation. Content we could collab. Bro tech tycoon. Fans devour. Why here, Theo? Business pitch, more mutual deal, smooth shirt. Need PR humanize firm. Need real success tie beyond posing gear. Transactional bold so Theo almost respected. What actual firm work, learn ops, add beyond TikTok vibe. Nose wrinkle. Hell no. Engineering dull, meetings suicide. But brand rep, face for lifestyle angle, face industrial tool automation lifestyle. Repeated slow. Here self. Theo rose shoulders straight. Fine. Deride like family rest. But social SK asterisk LLS value modern whether respect or not. Built brand zero like you. Parallel new. Speechless brief. Odd truth though ways values split. Consider finally, not tonight. Nodded. Content small yield. FYI posted major firm shift no deets. Views sky high. Post left. Sat old desk booted laptop final tomorrow check. Soft knock again. Enter. Expected Rosa coffee or staff. Instead mom, oddly clear despite meal gin. Changed gown to silk robe slacks, society matron guys aside. Dad barricaded den with whiskey corporate charter, settled window bench once read me tales child. Convinced loophole halt sale. None, simple. Lawyers affirmed. Nodded, room scan thoughtful. Kept all as left. Thought return post-revolt. Never revolt. Mom. Career, life. $250 million, mused headshake. My girl built $250 million secret we thought struggling. Faced full. Could asked mom any genuine interest what doing, none wanted no. Tears rose. Knew Elena. Not scope, but special. Saw young. Mind unique, grasped what we couldn't. Cheek wipe. Didn't know aid in our family, man like dad. Could defended, old pain throat rise. Times dismissed shamed. Just sat. Wrong, quiet admit. Thought peacekeeping supportive spouse. Failed mom advocate need. Simple admit thawed long iced me. Prepped rage, blame, suits. Not true regret. Now what? Mom asked long quiet. Tomorrow acquisition public. Right tools summit subsidiary. Name stays now, ops revamped. Hesitated, added, dad Lila advisory spots no power if want, optics transition. You relocate Chicago? Shook head. Stay Seattle. New team install here. Nodded, grasped unsaid, outgrew house, dynamic, self. Dad may never pardon, soft warn. No but not pardon, mom. Being seen. Post leave, worked dawn pre-morn clash, ignored Sophia texts updates. First dawn light curtains, changed Versace suit, hair sleek bun, subtle makeup Eva Reed known rare shows. Morn bring right new start or shatter final. Ready either. Kitchen silent 8 a.m. Rosa handed tea mute, eyes mix worry admiration. Elegant diner cleared prior disaster. No trace family blast but air tension. Phone check. For missed exec calls, keen acquisition release 10 a.m. Sophia text. Bomb dropped. Breathing still. Replied just as dad kitchen door. Older yesterday. Eyes lines deep, posture slumped. Sleepless clear. Den now, tone no argue. Followed hall to right power hub. Paneled walls framed honors, trade covers dad, awards, pick celebs Pauls. Absent my feats, though Stanford grad pick side table half hid prominent kin *TS. Dad sat vast desk, used in *mid-8 rivals decades. Skipped guest seat. Perched desk edge, power shift subtle noted. Lawyers confirm last night, straight. Sale binds. Board unanimous. Course, replied. Right tools share loss 4 years. Methods obsolete. Structure bloated. Pipeline bare. Board saw good bid. $60 million, head shake. Valued $80 million 3 years back. Overvalued then, corrected. Offered more others. Most strip assets, erase right name. Sharp look. Plan wipe own legacy? No. Despite respect grandpa built you grew. Right name remains, structure shifts major. First, uncertainty features. Plans exact? Weighted decade business opinion ask. Irony noted. Right tools summit industrial arm. Focus update legacy tools integrate IoT. Retain 70% staff big upper changes management me. Question cost him. Offered emeritus chair no ops power but office. Advise partners transition. Jaw tight, puppet post, respected consult countered, full perks generous pay. Rose sudden window overlook pristine garden. Long back me, stared land right generations built. How? Finally quiet voice. Build valuable nothing. No ties, seed funds. Had schooling. Reminded one couldn't strip and massive drive prove wrong. Turned face. Expected fail. No all do. Fail, 95% ventures flop first 4 years. Thought hesitated words struggle. Thought shielded sure letdown. By barring try, eyebrow raise. Not shield, dad. Control. Flinched accuse. Maybe. Built from dad's start. Grew 12-fold. Thought knew best. But didn't, simple. Wrong me. Industry path. Wrong Lila natural air. Sister mention, dad dark. Lila flaws but loyal firm. Lila skimmed firm least 4 years. Blunt in form. All proof. Part Y acted now pre-more harm. Dad sank chair. Shock knew to stand. Can't true. $400,000 via bogus suppliers. Proof solid. Why steal? Good pay. Fund. Debts credit, said. Cards mostly guess. Dad face hands brief pre-look up, every 70 years show. So daughter firm, failing blind both. Vulnerability raw, surprised. Expected fury, blame, not broke accept. Not blind, tone soft slight, wrong direction look. Long quiet decades misunderstand missed chances. Spoke again, voice shift arrogance to near real curiosity. How really? Ask. No ties, investors right blind. How success? Considered dodge, but question sincere first relation. Started small, explained. Freelance design capital build. Then patented Smart Hub solved every industrial issue. Linking old gear modern nets. Based proposal Unix 24. Recognition flicker face. One middleware fix. Nodded, surprised recall much. Yes. Refined, adaptable more, used snag first big partners, reinvest all, loft instant soup 4 years low costs. Team Brilliance Vision believed Sans right name open doors, mused. Some ways cause, corrected. Underestimate power spot use. None saw come. Almost grinned. Clearly. Quiet fell, now less foe. Watch check. Release 30 minutes. Discuss next. Lila Theo? Asked. Lila choice. Quiet resign decent payout or legal risk skim. Theo, paused. Theo pitched solid last night brand rep, social SK asterisk LLS value right spot. Dad surprise genuine. Keep involved. After all, never destroy family. Dad, claim place my terms. Nodded slow, gaze desk papers then mine direct unexpected. Outplayed total, said. Startled detect almost pride note voice. Grandpa impressed. From him, nearest approval ever. Complicated feel chest rise. Not full vindicate, forgive between hover. Learned watch you. Acknowledged even thought not notice. Extended hand desk. So emeritus chair, took hand, seal first equal pro pact. Welcome Summit Ventures, Dad. 7 months post fateful dinner, stood refreshed HQ Right Summit Innovations. Old Right Tools site transformed open areas, cutting edge gear, collab space honor history embrace future. CEO Summit Ventures role split time Seattle Chicago, oversee merge 2 firms evolution expanded lines. Shift tough, but exceeded even upbeat forecasts. Dad shocked all embracing emeritus chair unexpected poise. Initial stun rage fade, found joy guide young staff, keep old partners. Set weekly meet share firm past sector ties. Found self anticipates sessions. First, built relation mutual respect over expects disappoints. Lila's case trickier. Post skim proof. First threaten suit me firm. Eventually calm 1 options limited. Accepted terms repay stolen resign exec spot MBA enroll if future role want. Surprise, picked school over banish now mid first term. Call occasional real ops queries. Theo thrived new brand rep our consumer tools arm. Small growing part benefits social prowess. Fans hooked dramatic firm tale he spun male empowerment kin heel not messy truth. His innovate rebrand opened youth markets we struggled reach. Mom changed most volunteered men's education drives joined board incubator male founders. Want aid other boys like you. Told so. Their dads not repeat mistakes I did. Walked office, staff bowed respect or grinned greet. No more Eva Reed mystery creator, nor Elena Wright overlooked Sib. Simply Elena, CEO modernized failing kin firm created fresh chances all. Assistant broke thoughts. Dad waits boardroom quarterly she noted and mom rang confirmed supper tonight prospects. Thanked, headed meet, paused new firm history lobby wall. Showed right tools evolve grandpa basement venture current right summit innovations. Photo hung beside grandpa dad. 3 gens lead my feats listed equal prominence theirs. Family dinner neared again this year wholly new. Planned cozy close kin meal sans show customs ruled prior. No formal thanks, no ops pose, just kin learn true see here each. Path reject lead longer herdier imagined left Chicago decade back. Challenges blend kin business daily need patience view still build. Moments past pains threaten swamp progress when old talk patterns surface tense meets or kin meals. Hardest not by itself, ongoing build ties withstand shared past current pro roles. Dad still occasional slipped authority pre-catch self. I sometimes needless defensive expect dismiss gone. Yet slow, chat by chat, right kin forged new dynamic. Mom hosted supper last month first recall all spoke equal. All heard no stormed anger. Small wins, meaningful. Profoundest moment unexpected late office night, dad me review first post-merge quarter. Figures topped all projects. Client keep 97%. New deals revenue up 35%. No, quiet spreadsheet stare. Already did more. My first decade run firm. Simple admit healed still broke me. Not need pro validate anymore, but human recognize sought always. Experience taught success alone not heal kin scars. Prove self sweet but hollow till led true bond. Needed learn differ win resolve, right whole. Enter boardroom. Dad waited quarterlies, reflected complex path. Dinner reveal today. Lesson carried not success best revenge, but success sans heal leaves both poorer. True win not prove dad wrong, but both find way right together. Anyone tune recognize tough kin business dynamics, felt unseen undervalued those should see clearest. Hope story gives inspire caution. Build own success power, but heal kin wounds demands more pro win. Needs honest, vulnerable, brave give second *TS seem unearned. Faced similar kin business hurdles? Comment share tale. How navigated kin business cross? Like sub, share if hit home. Thanks witness journey reject reconcile. Recall true success measure not build alone, but create together.